Andy Cote. During the 1950s, when the flathead engine was king in the stock car racing world, Andy Cote was recognized as a championship race car builder. Andy was born in 1927 and raised in Lowell, Mass. Andy's mechanical expertise came to the forefront while working at a Lowell auto dealership in 1943. Hastings Piston Rings Company presented Andy with the Mechanic of the Year award. He received this award at the age of 16. Andy returned to Lowell after a hitch in the Marines and embarked on the world of mechanical engineering. Within a few years, Andy became a race car builder and chief mechanic for several championship drivers, including Tony Colicchio at the Guilford Bowl, 1955, Porky Kinsman at the Pines and at Hudson in 1956, Hal Wilcox at Hudson and at the Pines in 1957, Ollie Silver at Hudson and the Pines in 1958, Ollie Silver at Dover and West Peabody and Westboro, 59 and 60. In 1960, after winning the quarterly championship at the West Peabody Speedway, Andy and Ollie were invited to race the NASCAR sanctioned Riverside in Montreal. Here the car set a track record for flathead Ford engines and won the event against modifieds with overhead cammed engines. Chrysler Corporation was so impressed with the car's performance they hired Andy to build a modified race car for Chrysler to race in Canada. The Cote-built race car with driver Giles Brochu set new track records on speedways across Canada. Andy stayed on in Canada to serve as chief mechanic, and on July 4th, 1960, the Chrysler was brought to Dover, Delaware for the International Championship race. The Brochu and Cote team won $1,000 first-place money in the event and received a 500-point penalty from NASCAR for racing a non-sanctioned track. For the 61-62 season, Andy joined Tony Colicchio and former CNC Engineering build winning race cars for Vermont's Thunder Road and Northeastern Speedway. It gives us great pleasure to recognize Andy Cote as one of our 2021 Veterans Hall of Fame inductee. Accepting his award is his son, Andy Cote, Jr.
Again, on behalf of my late father, I just want to say thank you to all those involved in the nomination and induction process. Specifically like to recognize Paul Zampieri, who reached out to me last year, told me about this upcoming event and the other event that recently happened at Pines. Appreciate his help in bringing some of this to the forefront. My dad was not really a big public speaker, and neither am I, but I would suggest that he would have had two ideas specifically about this event. One was he'd be really grateful that it's here. We lived formerly in Nabnasset, right next to the country club. He had his garage in Lowell, Tewksbury. All of these towns were places where he called home. And secondly, he also, in his life, thought that the builders and the owners of the cars didn't get the recognition they deserved. It went to the people who were in the front that you see in the pictures in the paper for the drivers. And they well deserved all their accolades, but it's nice to see some of the other people getting accolades today, owners, builders, announcers, and some other folks involved in the activity. So that's really great. Thank you very much.